Which way did the milk truck turn when the street lamp blinked its yellow eye? A tin whistle left on the radiator, waiting for a tune to dry. Footsteps echoed down the alley wall before the baker sets the iron tray. Nobody is rushing through the door today. Old brass rings on the heavy drapery, steam curls lazy from the pewter pot. Waitress counts the nickels in the saucer. Nothing here is moving like it ought. Green linoleum beneath a wooden stool, scraped by heels from 1964. A calendar turned backward by mistake shows a picnic on a sandy shore. Shadows stretch across the checkered floor, waiting for the bell above the screen. Nothing quite as quiet has been seen. Old brass rings on the heavy drapery, steam curls lazy from the pewter pot. Waitress counts the nickels in the saucer. Nothing here is moving like it ought. Clock hands stutter on the kitchen wall, counting minutes that belong to none, before the daily paper hits the stone and errands have begun. Leave the nickel right beside the cup. Watch the sparrow land upon the sill. Morning finds its own quiet way around, and time stands still. A chipped porcelain saucer catches the steam of cinnamon drifting across the dark pine. 60-odd years gone by like a bad dream, or maybe just passing the salt and the wine. Old coats in the hallway still smell of the rain. I trace the chipped edge where the glaze peeled away. Nobody is knocking to ask for my name. Quiet is heavy enough for today. Caramel sugar dissolves in the cup while distant tires hum on the asphalt outside. Nobody tells me to hurry right up. the glaze peeled away. Nobody is knocking to ask for my name. Quiet is heavy enough for today. Waiters are wiping the glass by the door, leaving their youth in the dust on the floor. I leave 30 coins on the worn wooden grain. Step back outside through the chill in the air. Baker's iron trolley rolls across the paving stones. We always claim this corner when the wind begins to moan. You take your bitter medicine and stare into the steam, while I pretend to listen to the ending of a dream. Old papers scattered down the avenue in pairs. We watch the neighborhood forget to put on airs. You fold your woolen muffler twice against the draft, remembering the winter when the milkman laughed. The waitress knows our order before we even speak. 2 cups of dark brown water to survive another week. You trace a quiet circle on the laminated wood and wonder if things happened quite the way we wish they would. Old papers scattered down the avenue in pairs. We watch the neighborhood forget to put on airs. You fold your woolen muffler twice against the draft, remembering the winter when the milkman laughed. Decades slip between us like a stray nickel in the floor. Neither of us mentions why we don't walk out the door. The noon bell rings across the square to clear the quiet street. We leave our heavy coats behind and rise upon our feet. Ground cardamom spills from a rusted tin, while water begins its slow climb to a boil. An apron of linen is tied at the hip to weather the weight of the morning toil. He lifts up the shutters to let in the street and sweeps up the gravel that tracked through the door. Before the first footsteps are heard on the block, He polishes circles of pine on the floor. An old coat hangs heavy behind the front screen. A bell starts to jingle, announcing the queen. She orders black coffee and sits by the glass to watch all the strangers in heavy boots pass. He sets down a saucer with painted blue ferns and writes out the total in chalk on slate. She drops in 2 cubes from a heavy glass bowl, then checks the small brass of her grandmother's gate. An old coat hangs heavy behind the front screen. A bell starts to jingle, announcing the queen. She orders black coffee and sits by the glass to watch all the strangers in heavy boots pass. The radio hums with a song from the past about silver shadows that never could last. He wipes down the counter and smiles at the wall as autumn leaves scatter and start down the hall. The second cup empties, the saucer is clear. She leaves behind silver and walks to the pier. He locks up the wicket and turns off the light and waits for the window to mirror the night. A sudden memory splits the quiet room before the ancient radio dares to hum. The floorboards carry dust from yesterday, and shadows fold away. A heavy copper kettle starts to breathe beside a yellow stack of paperback. The woman at the counter checks her watch with one slow, steady notch. An old brass bell announces who arrives, while wet wool coats begin to shed their rain. The wicker baskets hold the golden toast without a single boast. Through double panes the milk truck makes a turn. The headlights cut across the checkered floor. A simple page is folded in the back beside a cardboard rack. The steam climbs higher toward the ceiling fan as daylight settles on the 2nd Street, and morning finds its rhythm in the glass before the people pass. Porcelain always crack right by the handle. Dust is settling on the radio dial. Steam is climbing up the window frame. Someone left a paperback face down. Old brass bell above the heavy threshold door. Footsteps echo softly on the checker floor. Waitress folds a napkin into origami birds. Nobody is speaking. Nobody needs words. Cinnamon and sugar in a heavy shaker. Pages turn themselves inside a draft. Clock hands shudder forward by a single minute. Life is just a cup with half an inch left in it. Old brass bell above the heavy threshold door. Footsteps echo softly on the checker floor. Waitress folds a napkin into origami birds. Nobody is speaking. Nobody needs words. Coat buttons cold against the chilly morning air. Shadows stretch across an empty rocking chair. Keys jingle softly in a wool coat pocket. Memories are spinning inside a silver locket. I pay the nickel for the porcelain cup. The heavy iron shutters slowly roll up. I walk outside and let the cold wind blow. Nowhere else I need to be. Nowhere else to go. The weight of the chair feels heavier than before as I slide it back against the wooden floor. Steam climbs slowly from the bottom of the mug, a simple shape I hold without a hug. Dear younger me who ran too fast against the wind, you spent your 20s fixing things that never sinned. The table corner carved with initials from the spring remains untouched by any bird that wants to sing. You worried every dollar meant a fading star and traded quiet evenings for a crowded bar. Now greaseproof paper holds a blueberry scone, and 60 years have proven you are not alone. Dear younger me who ran too fast against the wind, you spent your 20s fixing things that never sinned. The table corner carved with initials from the spring remains untouched by any bird that wants to sing. The barista wipes the glass and nods a silent hello. No need to prove your worth to anyone below. Drink the warmth before the afternoon arrives. We finally learned the peace that aging gives our lives. Hits the third floor tile, making long shadows stretch across the aisle. You dropped your heavy coat upon the bentwood chair, with silver curling softly through your morning hair. I was stirring milk into a bitter cup when you looked across the room and slowly lifted up. Do you remember this exact street back in '52? When the bakery on the corner smelled of roasted glue. We both ordered rye bread while the fog rolled low, and neither one of us had to go. Your knuckles hold the handle of a chipped green mug. Mine trace the pattern of a faded Persian rug. We talk about the weather and the price of grain, as if we haven't shared a half a century of rain. Time moves slowly when the steam begins to rise, reflecting 20 decades in our tired eyes. No introductions needed for the path we tread, just passing butter while the tablecloth is spread. Drink your coffee down before the rattle starts. Old friends are just strangers with familiar hearts. Keep the change upon the saucer by the door. We will meet again at table number 4. You said it would rain before noon today, while wiping the counter and throwing the keys. A sparrow landed on the rusted sign and shook off the dust from its folded wings. The man in the gray coat stirred the picture of a wooden bridge. Old brass bells ring out when the latch gives way. Steam rises thick from the silver pot. Wet boots leave marks on the checkerboard floor, while the corner radio plays a tune we forgot. A boy drops a coin in the copper tray. It spins like a wheel till it finally rests. The barista counts napkins stacked in a pile, while checking the clock on the yellow wall. Small details gather in the morning air, like dust motes floating in a sudden beam. Nothing is heavy when the room is slow, and every shadow has a quiet place to go. The sky turns gray just like you said it would, and the umbrella waits beside the wooden frame. I leave my cup half full upon the wood before I step out softly in the falling rain. The rough wool coat cuff brushes my wrist today, just like the sleeve you wore back in Monterey. A heavy zipper stuck against the autumn chill. Some threads remember what the mind forgets still. Steam rises slowly from a white ceramic cup. I keep my eyes cast down and never look up, because the bell above the glass door rings so clear. For half a second I forget you are not here. Old coats hang heavy on the wooden chair by 3. That rainy Tuesday when you poured the tea for me. A sudden draft of wind blows through the narrow street, while porcelain clatters where the hurried strangers meet. The corner booth is empty with its faded red repair. I trace the vinyl tier and wish that you were there. The cup is empty now and I must pay the fare. I leave the heavy coat draped right across the chair. 7:15 on the brass rim dial. We were walking with a practice style. My coat will smell of lavender and dust. You will wipe your glasses because you must. Old knees will creak as we slide into place. Time will have solved two black coffees to share, watching the young ones who rush everywhere. The porcelain cups will be thick and white, just like the morning we shared last night, except our hair will be silver and thin, and we will laugh at the shape we are in. Old knees will creak as we slide into place. Time will have softened the lines on your face. We will order two black coffees to share, watching the young ones who rush everywhere. 60 more years of this corner booth view, I will still hand half of my pastry to you. 7:15 will arrive in due course. We will grow old without finding the source. Just you and I at the usual seat, watching the world as it moves down the street. Paperclip bent like a swan sits by the water stain. A nickel for the parking meter ticking in my brain. The waitress brings the butter dish without a word to say, and leaves me with the crossword puzzle from yesterday. I trace the cardboard rim where coffee left a ring, and wonder if the radiator has a song to sing. 60 years of Tuesday mornings spent in quiet rows. Nobody knows the path my tired suitcase chose. The paper napkin holds a note I never had the nerve to slide across the laminate and watch it swerve. The pastry case is glowing with a honey-colored light. A pigeon on the sidewalk tries to measure out his flight. I fold the daily broadsheet to the column where they write about the garden club election held on Friday night. The heavy silver spoons are clinking in the glass jar, while delivery trucks are turning down the boulevard. 60 years of Tuesday mornings spent in quiet rows. Nobody knows the path my tired suitcase chose. The paper napkin holds a note I never had the nerve to slide across the laminate and watch it swerve. My coat is buttoned wrong because the top loop gave away in 1990 something on a freezing winter day. I kept the receipt inside the pocket just to prove I had a destination and a reason left to move. I leave the nickel tip beside the sugar mill and step into the traffic where the wind begins to blow, with nowhere else I need to be and nowhere else to go. Burnt sugar clings to the heavy iron grate, while Arthur sweeps sawdust beside the back gate. He wears a gray sweater with patches of suede and counts all the pennies the baker girl laid. Old Martha walks in with her boots wet from dew. She sits by the corner where green ivy grew. She orders weak tea in a mug with a chip and watches the steam rise right up from her lip. Arthur pours water into the cracked clay. Martha unfolds the news of yesterday. No one speaks loud in the red brick room, while old clocks tick past the kitchen broom. The trolley outside drags its chain down the rail. A boy drops a crate and delivers the mail. They share quiet space in the warmth of the stove, content with the rhythm of neighbors they love. Biscuits grow cold on the checkered red tray. Both walk to the door as the fog clears away. The weight of the chair feels much lighter today than it did when you carried your doubts away. We used to sit here and talk through the night, trading our fears for a sliver of light. Old walls hold the smoke from a cheaper cigar, while you searched for peace in a different star. Nobody told you that roads bend around, bringing you back to the very same town. I saved you a seat near the window pane glass, watching the feet of the neighborhood pass. You worried too much about missing the train and walked through the city without an umbrella in the rain. Old walls hold the smoke from a cheaper cigar, while you searched for peace in a different star. Nobody told you that roads bend around, bringing you back to the very same town. Forgive yourself now for the turns that you missed. Not every puzzle behind. Sit down for a minute and catch up your breath. There is nothing to prove to the ghosts and the death. The jacket fits better, the zipper works fine. We made it this far past the finishing line. Butterscotch and amber streak the wooden floor, while the nickel ash turns on the bakery door. Steam rises slow from a terracotta cup, and I look across because you just looked up. Your silver hair is tucked behind a tired ear. We share this corner table for the time of year. 2 pennies left for the tip upon the tray before the gray clouds decide to bring the gray. Borrow my extra napkin for your thumb, where the sticky glaze of cinnamon has come. Tell me the name of the bridge you crossed at dawn, before the trolley bell rings and you are gone. 70 years of carrying the heavy coat. Now we sit and watch the dust motes float. Take the umbrella, leaning by the green wall. Winter is coming, and we survived it all. Which way did the milk truck turn when the street lamp blinked its yellow eye? A tin whistle left on the radiator, waiting for a tune to dry. Footsteps echoed down the alley wall before the baker sets the iron tray. Nobody is rushing through the door today. Old brass rings on the heavy drapery. Steam curls lazy from the pewter pot. Waitress counts the nickels in the saucer. Nothing here is moving like it ought. Green linoleum beneath a wooden stool, scraped by heels from 1964. A calendar turned backward by mistake shows a picnic on a sandy shore. Shadows stretch across the checkered floor, waiting for the bell above the screen. Nothing quite as quiet has been seen. Old brass rings on the heavy begun. Leave the nickel right beside the cup. Watch the sparrow land upon the sill. Morning finds its own quiet way around, and time stands still. Chipped porcelain saucer catches the steam of cinnamon drifting across the dark pine. 60-odd years gone by like a bad dream, or maybe just passing the salt and the wine. Old coats in the hallway still smell of the rain. I trace the chipped edge where the glaze peeled away. Nobody is knocking to ask for my name. Quiet is heavy enough for today. Sugar dissolves in the cup while distant tires hum on the asphalt outside. Nobody tells me to hurry right up. Nowhere in town do I need to go hide. Old coats in the hallway still smell of trace the chipped edge where the glaze peeled away. Nobody is knocking to ask for my name. Quiet is heavy enough for today. Waiters are wiping the glass by the leaving their youth in the dust on the floor. I leave 30 coins on the worn wooden grain. Step back outside through the chill in the air. Baker's iron trolley rolls across the paving stones. We always claim this corner when the wind begins to moan. You take your bitter medicine and stare into the steam while I pretend to listen to the ending of a dream. Old papers scattered down the avenue in pairs. We watch the neighborhood forget to put on airs. You fold your woolen muffler twice against the draft, remembering the winter when the milkman laughed. The waitress knows our order before we even speak. 2 cups of dark brown water to survive another week. You trace a quiet circle on the laminated wood and wonder if things happened quite the way we wish they would. Old paper scattered down the avenue in pairs. We watch the neighborhood forget to put on airs. You fold your woolen muffler twice against the draft, remembering the winter when the milkman laughed. Decades slip between us like a stray nickel in the floor. Neither of us mentions why we don't walk out the door. The noon bell rings across the square to clear the quiet street. We leave our heavy coats behind and rise upon our feet. Ground cardamom spills from a rusted tin, while water begins its slow climb to a boil. An apron of linen is tied at the hip to weather the weight of the morning toil. He lifts up the shutters to let in the street and sweeps up the gravel that tracked through the door. Before the first footsteps are heard on the block, he polishes circles of pine on the floor. An old coat hangs heavy behind the front screen. A bell starts to jingle, announcing the queen. She orders black coffee and sits by the glass to watch all the strangers in heavy boots pass. He sets down a saucer with painted blue ferns and writes out the total in chalk on slate. She drops in 2 cubes from a heavy glass bowl, then checks the small brass of her grandmother's gate. An old coat hangs heavy behind the front screen. A bell starts to jingle, announcing the queen. She orders black coffee and sits by the glass to watch all the strangers in heavy boots pass. The radio hums with a song from the past about silver shadows that never could last. He wipes down the counter and smiles at the wall as autumn leaves scatter and start down the hall. The second cup empties, the saucer is clear. She leaves behind silver and walks to the pier. He locks up the wicket and turns off the light and waits for the window to mirror the night. for the ancient radio dares to hum. The floorboards carry dust from yesterday, and shadows fold away. A heavy copper kettle starts to breathe beside a yellow stack of paperback. The woman at the counter checks her watch with one slow, steady notch. An old brass bell announces who arrives, while wet wool coats begin to shed their rain. The wicker baskets hold the golden toast without a single boast. Through double panes the milk truck makes a turn. The headlights cut across the checkered floor. A simple page is folded in the back beside a cardboard rack. The steam climbs higher toward the ceiling fan as daylight settles on the second street, and morning finds its rhythm in the glass before the people pass. Why does porcelain always crack right by the handle? Dust is settling on the radio dial. Steam is climbing up the window frame. Someone left a paperback face down. Old brass bell above the heavy threshold door. Footsteps echo softly on the checker floor. Waitress folds a napkin into origami birds. Nobody is speaking. Nobody needs words. Cinnamon and sugar in a heavy shaker. Pages turn themselves inside a draft. Clock hands shudder forward by a single minute. Life is just a cup with half an inch left in it. Old brass bell above the heavy threshold door. Footsteps echo softly on the checker floor. Waitress folds a napkin into origami birds. Nobody is speaking. Nobody needs words. Coat buttons cold against the chilly morning air. Shadows stretch across an empty rocking chair. Keys jingle softly in a wool coat pocket. Memories are spinning inside a silver locket. I pay the nickel for the porcelain cup. The heavy iron shutters slowly roll up. I walk outside and let the cold to go. The weight of the chair feels heavier than before as I slide it back against the wooden floor. Steam climbs slowly from the bottom of the mug, a simple shape I hold without a hug. Dear younger me who ran too fast against the wind, you spent your 20s fixing things that never sinned. The table corner carved with initials from the spring remains untouched by any bird that wants to sing. You worried every dollar meant a fading star and traded quiet evenings for a crowded bar. Now greaseproof paper holds a blueberry scone, and 60 years have proven you are not alone. Dear younger me who ran too fast against the wind, you spent your 20s fixing things that never sinned. The table corner carved with initials from the spring remains untouched by any bird that wants to sing. The barista wipes the glass and nods a silent hello. No need to prove your worth to anyone below. Drink the warmth before the afternoon arrives. We finally learned the peace that aging gives our lives. Honey-colored beam hits the third floor tile, making long shadows stretch across the aisle. You dropped your heavy coat upon the bentwood chair, with silver curling softly through your morning hair. I was stirring milk into a bitter cup when you looked across the room and slowly lifted up. Do you remember this exact street back in '52, when the bakery on the corner smelled of roasted glue? We both ordered rye bread while the fog rolled low, and neither one of us had anywhere to go. Your knuckles hold the handle of a chipped green mug. Mine trace the pattern of a faded Persian rug. We talk about the weather and and the price of grain, as if we haven't shared a half a century of rain. Time moves slowly when the steam begins to rise, reflecting 20 decades in our tired eyes. No introductions needed for the path we tread, just passing butter while the tablecloth is spread. Drink your coffee down before the rattle starts. Old friends are just strangers with familiar hearts. Keep the change upon the saucer by the door. We will meet again at table number 4. You said it would rain before noon today, while wiping the counter and throwing the keys. A sparrow landed on the rusted sign and shook off the dust from its folded wings. The man in the gray coat stirs his tea. 3 slow circles to the left, then 2 back. A crack in the saucer leaks a thin line right across the picture of a wooden bridge. Old brass bells ring out when the latch gives way. Steam rises thick from the silver pot. Wet boots leave marks on the checkerboard floor, while the corner radio plays a tune we forgot. A boy drops a coin in the copper tray. It spins like a wheel till it finally rests. The barista counts napkins stacked in a pile, while checking the clock on the yellow wall. Small details gather in the morning air, like dust motes floating in a sudden beam. Nothing is heavy when the room is slow, and every shadow has a quiet place to go. The sky turns gray just like you said it would, and the umbrella waits beside the wooden frame. I leave my cup half full upon the wood before I step out softly in the falling rain. The rough wool coat cuff brushes my wrist today, just like the sleeve you wore back in Monterey. A heavy zipper stuck against the autumn chill. Some threads remember what the mind forgets still. Steam rises slowly from a white ceramic cup. I keep my eyes cast down and never look up, because the bell above the glass door rings so clear. the second I forget you are not here. Old coats hang heavy on the wooden chair by 3. That rainy Tuesday when you poured the tea for me. A sudden draft of wind blows through the narrow street, while porcelain clatters where the hurried strangers meet. The corner booth is empty with its faded red repair. I trace the vinyl tear and wish that you were there. The cup is empty now and I must pay the fare. I leave the heavy coat draped right across the chair. 7:15 on the brass rim dial. We will walk in with a practice style. My coat will smell of lavender and dust. You will wipe your glasses because you must. Old knees will creak as we slide into place. Time will have softened the lines on your face. We will order 2 black coffees to share, watching the young ones who rush everywhere. The porcelain cups will be thick and white, just like the morning we shared last night. Except our hair will be silver and thin, and we will laugh at the shape we are in. Old knees will creak as we slide into place. Time will have softened the lines on your face. We will order 2 black coffees to share, watching the young ones who rush everywhere. 60 more years of this corner booth view, I will still hand half of my pastry to you. 7:15 will arrive in due course. We will grow old without finding the source. Just you and I at the usual seat, watching the world as it moves down the street. Paperclip bent like a swan sits by the water stain. A nickel for the parking meter ticking in my brain. The waitress brings the butter dish without a word to say, and leaves me with the crossword puzzle from yesterday. I trace the cardboard rim where coffee left a ring, and wonder if the radiator has a song to sing. 60 years of Tuesday mornings spent in quiet rows. Nobody knows the path my tired suitcase chose. The paper napkin holds a note I never had the nerve to slide across the laminate and watch it swerve. The pastry case is glowing with a honey-colored light. A pigeon on the sidewalk tries to measure out his flight. I fold the daily broadsheet to the column where they write about the garden club election held on Friday night. The heavy silver spoons are clinking in the glass jar, while delivery trucks are turning down the boulevard. 60 years of Tuesday mornings spent in quiet rows. Nobody knows the path my tired suitcase chose. The paper napkin holds a note I never had the nerve to slide across the laminate and watch it swerve. My coat is buttoned wrong because the top loop gave away in 1990 something on a freezing winter day. I kept the receipt inside the pocket just to prove I had a destination and a reason left to move. The paper swan stays on the table when I pay the bill. I leave the nickel tip beside the sugar mill and step into the traffic where the wind begins to blow, with nowhere else I need to be and nowhere else to go. Burnt sugar clings to the heavy iron grate, while Arthur sweeps sawdust beside the back gate. He wears a gray sweater with patches of suede and counts all the pennies the baker girl laid. Old Martha walks in with her boots wet from dew. She sits by the corner where green ivy grew. She orders weak tea in a mug with a chip and watches the steam rise right up from her lip. Arthur pours water into the cracked clay. Martha unfolds the news of yesterday. No one speaks loud in the red brick room, while old clocks tick past the kitchen broom. The trolley outside drags its chain down the rail. A boy drops a crate and delivers the mail. They share quiet space in the warmth of the stove, content with the rhythm of neighbors they love. Biscuits grow cold on the checkered red tray. Both walk to the door as the fog clears away. the chair feels much lighter today than it did when you carried your doubts away. We used to sit here and talk through the night, trading our fears for a sliver of light. Old walls hold the smoke from a cheaper cigar, while you searched for peace in a different star. Nobody told you that roads bend around, bringing you back to the very same town. I saved you a seat near the window pane glass, watching the feet of the neighborhood pass. You worried too much about missing the train and walked through the city without an umbrella in the rain. Old walls hold the smoke from a cheaper cigar, while you searched for peace in a different star. Nobody told you that roads bend around, bringing you back to the very same town. Forgive yourself now for the turns that you missed. Not every puzzle is solved with a list. The coffee is bitter, the morning is kind. Leave all of the heavy regrets far behind. Sit down for a minute and catch up your breath. There is nothing to prove to the ghosts and the death. The jacket fits better, the zipper works fine. We made it this far past the finishing line. Butterscotch and amber streak the wooden floor, while the nickel ash turns on the bakery door. Steam rises slow from a terracotta cup, and I look across because you just looked up. Your silver hair is tucked behind a tired ear. We share this corner table for the time of year. 2 pennies left for the tip upon the tray, before the gray clouds decide to bring the gray. Borrow my extra napkin for your thumb, where the sticky glaze of cinnamon has come. Tell me the name of the bridge you crossed at dawn, before the trolley bell rings and you are gone. 70 years of carrying the heavy coat. Now we sit and watch the dust motes float. Take the umbrella, leaning by the green wall. Winter is coming, and we survived it all.